And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Wil. And today on the Meet the Nation pod, I got a special guest, a guy that's special to my heart, my brother, Steven Chavez. So let's get ready to go. Hey, let's get it.
Welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast, your go-to source for everything on the Las Vegas Raiders. Whether you're a diehard motherfucker like me, or just getting to know Raider Nation, our passionate hosts are here to bring you all the excitement on Raiders football. I'm Shit Show Joe, and welcome to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Let's go, Raiders! If not, fuck your team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And welcome back. I am here with my boy, Steven Chavez, representing TBH Sacramento. How are you, my brother?
What's going on, Will? It's always nice to be on here with you. It's always good to hear your
So,
voice.
I'm like, hey, stop lying to the people, my brother. Stop lying to the people. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Hey, so today, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about Steven and how the Raiders come into Steven's life and how everything has been affected and what made this man into the man that he is today. So, hey, I'm gonna start out with my first question, Steven, and it's gonna be real simple, man. How did you become a Raiders fan?
I became a Raiders fan as my dad was a diehard fan. Uh, so once I was born, of course, just like I did to my kids, it's you're a Raider fan or you get out of the house. And most of my family are 49er fans, so him and I were the only two bleeding silver and black forever. So yeah, I mean, my dad's the reason I'm a Raider fan.
Do you remember your first introduction into like Raiders, like to the Raiders? Do you remember the first time that your dad was like, "Hey, this is your squad. This is who you roll with, and this is who we roll with. This is what we do."
You know, it was funny. It's so when you're a kid, obviously your dad and stuff's watching the game. You're still young. You want to go play games or do something. You're not sitting there watching a full football game when you're super young. I mean, I'm sure there's some, but not all kids do that. Happened to be one game, or I don't remember who they were playing, what it was. My dad and I had just got back from some going. We were up in the snow and everything. We got back, and I just remember we caught like the second half of the game. And right at the end, Tim Brown catches a touchdown to win the game for the Raiders. Don't remember who we were playing. Don't remember, where in the season it was or whatever. But him and I were jumping up and down in the living room, and I swear, since that day, I never missed a game. I started watching it like religiously from that point on. And it's funny, I don't remember the exact game. I just remember it being Tim Brown. I remember winning, and I just remember never looking back after that.
No, I get what you're saying, man. For me, like it was a moment like that with my dad too, man. But it was 1987 when Bo Jackson ran into the Seahawks like freaking alleyway. That was the play for me in that game where he ran over Bosworth and like they got the attitude. They had a lot going for them. We had Marcus Allen. I mean, like, bro, we were stacked back in '87. But
Yeah.
hey, let me ask you this, man. When you look at the Raiders, what was it that hooked you? Was it the attitude? I know it was the family thing, but was it the attitude, the colors, or just the way that the Raiders presented themselves? What else was it besides the family thing?
Absolutely. I mean, colors for sure. I love silver and black. And being out here, there's so many Niner fans and having so many Niner fans in my family. I like going against the grain a little bit. And being born in '82, we're right there in the prime of the Raiders when they were great, 60s, 70s, 80s. I'm 1 years old when they won their last Super Bowl. And so that greatness, that toughness, the fear that people had of the Raiders at that time uh, drew me to them. And it that I looking around, and once I started really paying attention to football and doing this and that, I'm going, there's no team I'd rather root for. I like that fear. I know things are a little different right now, but at during those times, man, people didn't want to play the Raiders. People didn't like when the Raiders came in. We had that attitude, we had that swagger, we had that people thinking we're going to just come and cheat and knock their head off and get penalized. And I mean, sometimes they did, but
Yeah, I mean, like we were a nasty physical, just like that old school mentality that we were gonna drag you out. I mean, people were known, hey, you know what? We might not win in the on the field, but in the parking lot, we undefeated type of style thing. I mean, like I 100% get what you're telling me, my brother. Now, how has your community and the people around you formed your fandom? Like I know a lot of people don't understand, but you do a lot of community work with your club, and you guys get out there and support your local community. So how has all that come to encompass now that you're a president, your fandom?
yeah, I mean, it wasn't always like that being a fan out here when I was a part of, the booster club out here. But once I took over as president of the Sacramento chapter, it was important to me to give back so people see that, we're not just a club that gets together, watches a game, drink beer, and get rowdy. I want them to see that the black hole is more than that, that we give back to our communities. And I see how other chapters give back and do their things, and I try to share and support their stuff too. And it's nice to be able to have a platform to help other people. Next Friday we actually have a big food drive at a Mexican restaurant in our area, and we're going to be, and actually my VP is going to be DJing that event, and we're going to be donating a ton, at least I think around 10 to 15 meals that are going to be dispersed to different families. And we're also doing another one. I put Carmen, one of my members, in charge of a lot of our charity stuff, and she does her own every year Thanksgiving drive. So last year, I think we fed about 100 families. So we're looking to hit that mark again. So yeah, so we have a couple little things coming up over the next few weeks to help people in need. And I like being able to have this platform to be able to offer the opportunity, offer the help to people that need the help.
Nah, man, I love it, and that's what it's all about, man. I want Raider Nation to understand, man. I mean, like we are all one team, one nation. We try to support each other, help each other, and I mean, like it's amazing to see. Back in the day, people used to think, "Oh man, that guy's in a Raiders jersey. He's a thug." Like I don't know about you, man, but I mean, like that's the first thing people used to tell us. Oh, he's a gangster. Oh, he's a thug. He's not a good person. But honestly, man, all these people in Raiders jerseys are out there putting in work in their community and doing positive things. And I love that you do that, man. And I think when I see other clubs doing it, it also encourages me, right? It pushes me a little bit harder to do a lot more things in my community. So I'm doing the same thing. We're going to be out there at the Eagles 595 doing a turkey drive and food donation, and I'll be dressed up as the Grinch, all sorts of crazy stuff. But my brother, let me ask you this: when you hear the word Raider, what does the word Raider mean to my brother Steven?
The word Raider to me, uh, especially now when I hear the word, it means family. It means, I get it's a football team, this and that, but the Raiders to me is family. The connections we've made, you and I just barely met a couple of years ago, and I mean the connections we made, the family we've built worldwide through the Raiders and the black hole, that's what it is to me. Family, loyalty, and if we're going to talk about football, I still look at the Raiders as that tough, hard-nosed team. Yeah, we've had some down years in the last couple decades, but you can't take away the history and what this organization was built on. We're ready to get that back.
Hey, I can't wait. I've been waiting 43 years right now, baby. I was like, hey, ain't nothing, ain't a couple more can't hurt, but we trying to get back to it, and I can't wait to see it. But
Yeah.
hey, Raider Nation, as everybody knows, right? Raider Nation is just not a fan base. It's a way that you live. It's a lifestyle. It's the way that we just. I be like every day, you're raided out, and you're doing big time things. Steve, I want you to tell me, man, the most emotional moment that you've had as a Raiders fan, win or loss, that you remember.
Oh, that one's easy. I've actually had to answer this one before. I was at the championship game when we went to the Super Bowl, and my dad bought the tickets. We were sitting way up top, and last minute he's just like, you know what? Who knows when we're gonna get this chance again? He's like, I'm buying tickets. Let's go. He's like, we're gonna sit up top or whatever. We're gonna be in the place. And I said, all right, cool. And we win that game. We know we're going to the Super Bowl. And what's emotional for me is the first person I got to look at and hug was my dad. And sorry. Anyway,
Bro,
he's
no,
he
no,
he's still
bro,
with
I get it.
he's still with us, by the way. I don't want to make it sound like he's gone or something, but uh uh he was the first person I got to hug, and then obviously everybody in that stadium, people you don't even know, you're hugging and high-fiving, and you're walking through the halls hugging, and that feeling of going to the Super Bowl. God damn, I wish people that didn't get to experience that get to experience that again, because when the Raiders are good, man, it's awesome. It's completely awesome.
Oh, I wish, brother. I wish I get to experience that moment and be in the stadium. And I'll be like, what an incredible moment, man. And to be there with your pops, the guy that, brought you in and gave you the reins. I can just imagine, man. I mean, like, it's something special. You turn, you look at that old man. I mean, like, all the sacrifice, all the hard work, all the cheering, all the crying pays off. Man, what an incredible feeling. I,
You know
I
what's
hope
funny?
to live that one day, man.
You know how long ago that was? That we paid $300 per ticket, and that was expensive for a championship game back then.
Hey man, right now for $300 you get a 400 seat in Allegiant Stadium for just a
Exactly.
regular game. I'm like, it's
Hey,
wild, man. But yo, so Steven, let me ask you this: has being a Raiders fan ever helped you through any time in your life, like a tough time in your life or anything like that? I mean, like, I know that we have a large group of people that always try to help each other. So has anything like that ever happened to you?
uh, I would say probably most recently, it's my grandma passed away uh, back in September. So just being with my club and hanging out, and just the love and support all you guys sent me once you guys found out, that helps. It means a lot, because it's coming from a good place when you guys send it. You're not just sending it just to send it. You guys actually mean it, and um, yeah, that really helped me get through that time losing my grandma.
No, you know what, man? I still remember the post that you put up. And I'll be like, that's definitely a unique situation. And that's what I love, man, that we're like a family. And you said something that was unique. It wasn't just like, hey, these people are just sending you a message just to be, you know how people are on Facebook? It's like, oh, so sorry about this. And it's just like, I'm as much as I love it, it really feels generic,
Right,
and not of like authentic. I mean, like I really do love, man, that we have that type of connection and that network where when people reach out, it feels authentic. It feels like, hey, man, they're reaching out and doing that little bit of extra to make sure that you feel good, that you're all
right.
right. And at the end of the day, that really does matter. Um, so let me ask you this. What do people think when they see Steven and then they find out that Steven is a Raiders fan? Are they shocked? Are they are they going like, hey, I didn't think you were a Raiders fan, or do they always see you in Raiders gear and it's automatic?
I think
What is it?
I think people are shocked when they don't see me in Raider gear. My wife, I laugh. My wife made a comment the other day before she left to Mexico because I opened my side of the closet, and she's all like, "Look at your closet." I'm like, "What?" She's all, "It's your UPS uniforms and all black." She's like, "You never wear any other color." She's like, "Even when you wear Kings gear to represent the Kings, it's black." I'm like, "Yeah, I get it." Part of it's because I'm
Yeah,
fat, so black covers it up a little bit, but yeah.
100%, 100% trimming. Black is trimming. Oh man,
No, I
have
think
you?
I think everybody that's known me for years, they know I'm a diehard fan. I've always wore my gear, win or lose. I've always talked shit, win or lose. And yeah, I think they'd be surprised if I wasn't wearing my Raider gear, to be honest.
Okay, okay. Have you ever run into a situation where you have had to defend your position as a Raiders fan? Do you ever run into those hated gang, 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 whatever 49er fans or whatever, and those other types of fans around there that give you the business?
Shit, every day.
He says every day.
I go to work. I go to work with a ton of Niner fans and this and that. And actually, what's kind of sad with the state of the team now is it's turned from talking mess and me having to defend myself to them feeling sorry for us. And I have to tell them, I don't feel sorry for me. I love what I do. Ain't nothing gonna change. I'm having a good time every week. Team sucks, but I'm having a good time week in and week out with our watch parties. So don't feel bad for me. You need to go back to talking mess and doing stuff like you used to.
Right? I like, and that's what I tell people, man. I cheer for my team. I'm like, I'm not, am I disappointed in the season? Absolutely. But am I going to stop? Nah, bro. Daddy didn't raise no quitters. Like, we ride with our team all the way through the end. But, yo, so Steven, let me ask you this. Do you ever reflect upon yourself and say, hey, man, I got that Raiders spirit, which is, to me, it's that underdog, that fighter, that rebel spirit. And I really do feel like, for me, that's something that it encompasses me. I love being the underdog. I love being a fighter. I love cheering for the guy that maybe not wins. That is not expected to be there. Do you feel the same way, or you know, what do you feel like?
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like my whole life I've been an underdog and I've had to achieve where I've gotten in life. I've had to work hard and achieve these moments. Nothing was ever handed to me, and working hard like I have to get to where I'm at, it's made it's made me appreciate things, and it's made me kind of had a point I was trying to get at, but I kind of bring it on my girls too, like with their sports and their basketball. You know, I tell them you don't have to go, you're not going to win all the time. You're not going to, go out there and dominate all the time, but you need to go out there and do your best, have a good time, work hard, and it's going to pay off. And that's kind of how I live my life. I do my best at what I could do and give it my all, and I know it's going to pay off eventually.
Yes, sir. So let me go like this, Steven. If the Raiders were a person, how would you describe them? Who would they be? How would they be?
Ooh, who would they be and how would they be? Oh, I think you got me stumped on that one. I don't know how I would describe that.
I tell you like this. I think about the Raiders like the Hulk. I'll be like, in my vision, man, when I envision the Raiders, I envision the Hulk. A guy that is just there to fuck shit up. A guy that's going to make a big pounding sound. I mean, like, just be aggressive, be loud, be in there, and be intense. And that's why, like, for me, It's like the Hulk, you know. That's where Raider Nation should be. Raider Nation should be the Hulk, just coming in and like bow and wrecking everything and boom, and we just go through things. So
You know,
I
and
really like.
what I think the Raiders are, I think the Raiders are Al Davis. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
the way Al Davis built this team, the way he's wanted this team to be, and his commitment to excellence, his just win baby, the toughness, the quarterback always needs to go down. That's what this team strives on. Again, I know we've been down for a while now, but that's who the Raiders are. That mystique, that the image, everything, the image the Raider fans have, it all comes from Al Davis.
Oh, 100%. I love that, man. I love that you're talking about, Al Davis, going back to our roots, going back to somebody, how they should look at it. A straight Mustang, an edge cutter, a guy that was far before his time and stayed far after his time. I mean, like, let's be real. Time passed him by, but we love Al Davis. He's the father of the Raiders, and without Al Davis, there would be no Raiders. But guys,
Exactly.
as you all know, hey, Raider Nation comes alive when you get together, when you get with your group. And Steven has started something special up there at TBH Sacramento at Shenanigans. I'll be like, when you go up there, you're going to see a live party. You got a DJ, you got a great environment. And win or lose, you ended up winning because you ended up hanging with a great group of people. I want you to tell me this. Describe the watch parties and the atmosphere at Shenanigans and why you take so much pride in that.
No, it's come way beyond what I thought it would ever be. And once we got a good crew together throughout last season, and we kind of started to see that our vibe was really connecting with people that would show up and check us out. I knew that we had to just keep the vibe going and continue to do better. And then this year, my VP and I, we decided we really wanted to make it feel like Oakland. We wanted people to come there and make it feel like they're at an Oakland tailgate. And I believe the people that are come for the first time, they all tell us how much fun they had, and then I start seeing them every week again after that. They're like, this is where we need to be. This is the spot. And that's exactly what we've tried to create. Me, my VP, Carmen, Linda, Alon, like our core has really developed something there, and I love it. And then we're going to continue to keep it going, whether the team wins, loses, whatever. And yeah, I mean, just keep getting people out there, keep posting our events, and you know, keep growing the club.
Yes, sir. So, what do you believe is the most unique thing that brings people to your club?
The people, my people, my crew. If it wasn't for them, I don't think people would enjoy it as much. Yeah, I really think it's the people. It's not the Raiders, nothing like that. It's the people, and everybody comes in and they feel like they're part of the family. They don't feel like they're just sitting there and getting ignored. Everybody brings you in and comes and talks to you, and you feel like one big family when you walk in there. You don't feel like you're just sitting in your chair and that's just your table and that's it. No, you get up, you walk around, you mingle, you might dance a little bit, and it's just one big group, not just a couple people sitting at a table.
No, absolutely, man. You bring in family. You move around. You talk. You socialize. You talk with everyone. And let me ask you this: what is the most memorable experience you've had at your watch parties, first, and then memorable experience as a Raiders fan, either traveling to a home game, at a tailgate, or in an away game?
Most memorable experience at a watch party. Uh, I would say what was kind of cool. It wasn't really a watch party, but we had DJ Turner there for a signing last year. So to me, it was really cool to actually have a current player there, signing autographs, doing all that, and then to see the amount of people that showed up for that and traveled for that. I thought that was pretty cool. Um, as far as watch parties, I mean, man, the one we just had for the KC game, where Pura Vida Raider showed up, and Dark Mall, and all the other clubs, Reno, Central Valley, Cisco, all these guys that showed up. I mean, that was pretty dope. That was pretty cool. And then having Vance Mueller there and stuff like that, man, that was a good time. That was probably
Yeah,
that one meant a lot. And then Rachel showed up too, Rob Rivera's wife, and that meant a lot. So that was actually probably my favorite watch party, even though the team got slaughtered. But we won't talk about that.
yeah, we ain't talking about that. But yo, Steven, what is your favorite tailgate, home game, or road game moment that like is memorable for you?
So I obviously have a lot in Oakland. I loved Oakland. I had a great time out there. But I gotta say, last year home opener meeting all you guys and really for the first time connecting with everybody in the black hole, uh, that that's probably my most memorable. That meant a lot. And yeah, I mean that I had a great time. That's when I knew I was part of something bigger.
So we talked about it, right? And this is kind of going to lead into my next question. It says, how have you connected with other fans in person, online? I'd be like, I'm pretty sure you've used every method now, especially with you being a black hole president. But what has been the most unique way that somebody has communicated with you, or you were like, man, I don't even know how this guy got my stuff, but talk to me about that most unique experience that you've had communicating or coming into contact with somebody.
I mean, just having like someone like Kenny Shed reach out to me uh, on his own. I didn't reach out to him. I never messaged him. I never did anything. And to have a former player uh, send me a message and then give me a call, it was like, wow. I mean, man, people really are seeing our stuff if I'm getting an ex-player to, reach out to me about things. And then little by little, other players have reached out and other clubs and other things. And it lets you know that when you're making these posts and putting your stuff out there, that people are watching, people see it, and if
Absolutely.
yeah, so it's getting out there.
So you've met players and you've had signings and everything like that. Is there any player that has really stuck out to you that was like, wow, man, like he was just like a great experience?
So they've all been great. So if any of them are listening, you've all been completely awesome. But I always go back to the recent one we had with Vance Mueller. Uh, he came in. He didn't just come in and go, "Oh, I'm doing a 2 hour signing and then I'm out." He came in, had a good time, hung out with everybody, walked around and mingled. He was dancing to the music. His wife was sitting there having a long conversation with my wife, and they got along really well. And then I've never had a player do this before to where the money he made off the signing, he gave 50% back to the club. And I thought that was pretty awesome too. Not that we asked for it or needed any of that. I thought it was pretty cool that he was generous enough to do that. And just his just him having a good time. It was genuine. It wasn't him being fake or anything. He genuinely had a good time. And I really liked seeing them mingle instead of just standing around waiting for people to come up and get a signature and just doing your time and
Yeah,
leaving.
and he was very personable. I'd be like, for
Yes.
you to just sit down and most guys just sit down and you got to go to their table and it's like, okay, here's your spoon and they just take a picture and then go about your business. But to have a guy walk around and like interact with you and chop it up and hey man, how are you today? Like it's a lot different than the guys that go just sigh, right?
Yeah.
And you and I know the difference, right? There's the guys that just like, hey, see ya. and you're like, okay, you're doing what you're supposed to do, but it doesn't feel so personable, and
No,
that's what I think you mean with fans. So I think that's awesome, man. Hey,
no.
so let me ask you this: what does Raider Nation feel like to you in one word? Just one.
I think I've said it a few times already, and I'll stick to it. Family.
Love it, bro. Love it. Hey, man. And as we all know, man, Raider Nation is all about family. It's all about culture. It's all about like us growing it, right? And developing. Now, let me ask you this: how has being a part of Raider Nation influenced your personal values and your mindset?
Uh, Kind of back to what I said before. You just it's being an underdog just makes you work harder at everything you do. You know, the team you go for is always the underdog, and they work hard at what they do to succeed. And that's how I live my life. Work hard to succeed.
Commitment to excellence, baby.
Commitment to excellence. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I tell people like that mindset right there has really been in a derivative, I think, in a lot of our lives, right? We want to excel. We want to be the best at what we do. And the Raiders just put it in a perfect quote, just committed to being excellent at whatever it is that you do.
Right.
It doesn't say commitment to excellence to football. It says commitment to excellence.
And you don't
And if
always
you
win.
put that in exactly. But that's why you're committed to be great, right? Like you have to lose in order to be great. People think to be great that all you do is win. You learn more from your losses than you do from your wins. So when you think about it, I'll be like, we're in that direction. We want to go down that way. So
Right.
when we talk about your kids and your family, have you passed down the Raider fandom to the littles? Are they also Raiders fanatics, or are we still working on the process?
They definitely are. My youngest has already got her super fan costume she wears. I think if people follow our social media, they see her in the pictures with her cowboy hat and boots and everything. And that it her what's funny is she's the one that goes with me to the stuff. So her cowboy hat, which has Raiders on it and everything, all around it, she's got players that she's met now that have signed it. So her cowboy hat's
Oh, that's
full of
awesome.
signatures right now. The whole bottom's full, and now they're working on the top rim of signing. So she's got to meet a lot of people. And my oldest, she'll go, but she just doesn't want to get out of bed and go to the 10 a.m. games. But oh yeah, she has her Raider gear, and they're dying to go to a game. So I'm gonna have to do it next year.
Oh, can't wait, man. We might have to link up, and I'll take my daughter too and see what happens. All right, that'll be a
Absolutely.
fun game. All right, man. So, what do you think makes Raider Nation different from every other fan base out
I don't see any other fan base doing what we do.
there? Let's
You
go.
know,
That's
and
one
it's not
hundred.
it's not and I'm not even just talking about the black hole. It's all the different Raider organizations that fan organizations that we link up with and talk to and everything. Dude, nobody does what we do. Nobody gets together like we do. I don't see I'll use the Niners as example because that's who I deal with the most out here. I don't see watch parties. And if there is, it's just all of a sudden a guy that says, "Hey, let's meet up at this bar on this Sunday." But they're not week in, week out doing these watch parties and connecting with other Niner fans worldwide. We really are a nation. When we say Raider Nation, we truly are a nation because we do have fans all over the world and we connect with those fans. You know, when they come down here, the Black Hole takes care of them. We go over there, they
Yes,
take care of
sir.
us. And just like I had a member from my chapter go to Denver on Thursday, and you were right there to greet them and bring them in, and the Denver chapter and everybody else were there to
That's what
show
it's
them a
all
good
about.
time and let them know, hey, we're all family, so welcome. And it's nice to know that you can go anywhere in this country, anywhere, almost anywhere in the world, and link up with Raider Nation. Nobody does that. That's why we are different.
Absolutely. I love it. I love the way you just put it out there, man. That's 100% facts. What message would you send to someone thinking about joining Raider Nation for the first time?
You want to be part of a family. You want to be welcomed and feel like you're really a part of something. That then you want to be part of Raider Nation. No other fan like I just explained a minute ago. No other fan base does what we do. And if you really want to be a part of something real and something that's growing and actually making a difference, I mean, we have the ear of the organization, and you this is where you want to be. There's you're not going to get this anywhere else. You might get some local booster clubs that do a good job cheering for their team, but it's still nothing like this. You're not going to find it. You're not going to link up with Jets fans in London. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Hey, Raider Nation is deep everywhere. I mean, like, I've been all over across the world, and I'm telling you, man, I've seen Raiders fan. I'm like, what the heck? This is Paris. You see guys in Raiders jersey. I've been to Belize. I see a guy in a Raiders hat. I mean, like, we're just everywhere. But what does the phrase "just win, baby" mean to Steven Chavez?
It's a way of life, man. You just win. Yeah, it's not always going to be pretty. Sometimes you get knocked on your ass, and you just got to get back up, and you get back up, move forward, and just win. Doesn't matter how you do it. Just keep going. Don't quit, and you're gonna win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And guys, Steven, so thank you so much, my brother, for coming on, letting people know what you got going on with TBH Sacktown and the whole family up there and letting them know about your Raider fandom. Where can they reach you at, my brother?
You can reach me at TBH underscore Sacramento uh, on Instagram, and then TBH Sacramento Facebook, and Raider Chavez on TikTok. Over here trying to remember all my titles, but yeah, you can reach us there. Follow us. We post all our events, and yeah, Shenanigans Kitchen and Bars where we do all our watch parties. Citrus Heights, California. Uh, we got some charity events coming up here soon, doing food drives and everything else. So we stay active. Team may be down, but we're not. We keep the vibe live, and we're gonna keep on rolling. So come out and hang out with us.
No, absolutely. And again, guys, hey, TBH Sacramento is doing it big in that area, man. Make sure you guys hit up Shenanigans Kitchen and Bar. And I mean, like, they got Momo's Kitchen. They got a bunch of other stuff. They got their DJ there. And they're always looking to do bigger and better things. And if you guys want to be part of a great community, a great part there in Sacramento, people that are active, people that want to bring you in and treat you like family, look no further than TBH Sacramento, baby. Hey, and until next time, guys, it's all about one nation. It's all about one team. It's all about the Raiders.
Woo! Woo!